Sony just confirmed that their next VR headset is going to be the PSVR 2. Now, even though they didn't release any pricing, they didn't release any pictures, any photos, we did get some decent information from the CES conference. Basically, they're working on this next gen PSVR successor. All right, it's supposed to be for next gen, so this will work in comparison with the PS5. All right. They didn't say if it was gonna work with last gen. They didn't say if it was gonna work with the PS4. So we don't have any information on that right at this moment. All right. Next, we're looking at they have these new Sense controllers. So these Sense controllers is gonna offer things such as haptic feedback, and it's gonna have these weird I don't know how to explain it, but if you don't know what haptic feedback is, if you have a PS5 controller, it's basically in game. You could feel vibrations. You could feel like each dribble of the ball. You could, feel each bullet. You could feel every single thing on the PS5 controller. So just expect that feature to roll over into the Sense controllers, and that's what they're calling their VR controllers. All right. Next is gonna have a OLED display. This one I'm very interested in. I'm not 100% sure if the display on the PSVR, the first gen, was a 1080p or if it was a 720p. I'm pretty sure it was one of the two. But the display is going to be a 2000 by 2040 eye panel resolution. The headset will also support 90 hertz and 120 hertz. So we could see games getting played in high frame rates close to the PS5. That one I'm interested in. I don't know how that will work with your eyes and you getting dizzy, but I'm open to seeing that. Also, they're saying an approximately 110 degree field of view. So to put it into perspective, 180 is basically a straight line going from left to right. So 110, it's a little more than 90 degrees. So you could see a fair bit of view in front of you. So that's good to know. All right. Sony also said that the VR headset is going to have 4 cameras on the headset, controller tracking IR camera for per eye tracking. Basically, your movements in the direction you look at are reflected in-game without the need for an external camera, which is key because I do know some of the more higher priced headsets from Valve require, more accessories like the cameras, and you got to set up like these poles that, track your, where you're walking and you're viewing and all this other stuff. So that's good to know. Less equipment. In addition to the new information on the PSVR 2, basically the next gen headset is going to have a next gen game that's exclusive for the headset. All right, and it's going to be Horizon Call of the Mountain, basically a spinoff of Horizon Forbidden West or Horizon Dawn or Horizon, if you want to call it. Okay. The game is going to be co-developed by Guerrilla Games and Firespike Games. And basically, there was no real details on the game. All right, they just showed a brief trailer with like a robot dinosaur, and the game is just being built up from the ground up, just for PSVR 2, and it's gonna open the world for players to go deeper into the world of Horizon, and they're targeting a holiday 2022 release. Now, I'm going to do a separate video on this because I have a lot of questions that's going to come into play with the headset, and not even the headset, but the chip shortage and the shortage on PS5s and next-gen consoles. Because, yes, there is a fair amount of PS5s out in the wild. I don't see the PSVR 2 hitting high numbers as of now. The PSVR 1 was very successful over time due to the large install of the PS4s and that being widely available. But with PS5s not being widely available, and on top of that, a lot of scalpers probably still have inventory on hand, or a lot of people is probably not buying them. There's probably PS5s out there that's not in the homes of consumers. So is this also going to get scalped? Is this going to be a product that is going to see a lot of shortages based off the chip shortage? I don't know, but we did hear recently that there was mass producing, or the PSVR 2 went into mass production. So they're already building out the inventory for this. We'll see later down the line. Please stay tuned for another video. I'm gonna do a follow up on this on questions for the PSVR 2, because I want this to do good, but at the same time I have a lot of questions. If you guys felt like I informed you and kept you up to date, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification button to stay notified. I'm out. Stay safe.